Okay. Good evening. What's going on? Good evening again. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Y'all know what to do. First thing first, y'all know what to do. Give me a mic check. Let me know you can hear me. All that good stuff. All right. And then we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. Just yeah, yeah. Mic check. Y'all can hear me? Mic check. All right. Hey Melissa, how you doing? Rio, hey honey, how you doing? Chase Amy, what's going on? Joel, what's going on? Thank you for the birthday present. I really appreciate it. My man, the real AK, the bitter, what's up, bro? I see you. Tina Powers, Wendy, Nicole. Don't know y'all still here, but I'm pretty much sure y'all show back up. All right. Okay. I'm pretty sure y'all will show back up. All right, guys. Let's get right on. Let's get right into this. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for another one. It's very rare that I do back-to-back shows, but I figure we need to do this one because we are having a lot of stories that deal with Amber Alerts, and a lot of these stories, the parents 9 times out of a lot of times be behind it, and it's a motherfucker ridiculous that they do this or whatnot. Case in scenario, we're gonna talk about this fella here by the name of Elijah Vue. Elijah Vue, however you say his name, Elijah Vue. All right, who is on the Amber Alert and apparently is missing. Crazy thing about it is his mom has been taken into custody and possibly facing child neglect charges. All right. Also, I believe there's a boyfriend involved in it. There's a mugshot of her and the boyfriend. As a matter of fact, if y'all don't mind, oh, I would like to put it up for you real quick. And you tell me to go to her and the boyfriend right there. I saw somebody on Twitter make a comment. They said that they wonder the tattoos on this nigga whatnot could this be gang affiliated. I don't know. I never really heard too many stories that gang affiliated is taking children or whatnot. But hey, anything is possible when it comes to these stories. Anything is possible. So leave no stone unturned. You just never know. Okay. So there's the mug shot of the mom and the mug shot of the boyfriend. He's arrested and connected to this as well. Okay? And I done told y'all, I don't know what's up with these mothers letting these dudes come into their life and start doing foolery to their damn children. I don't understand that at all. It's sickening to me. I mean, dick is not that serious. I would like to think that it's not, but then again, maybe to some people it is. I don't know. That they will put it before their own child, okay? How many stories y'all have heard these women sit up here and let these men come in their life and start doing all kind of crazy stuff to their children, right? They be cool with their children, be loyal to their children until they let a man come up in there and then they just go crazy, all right? They just go crazy and then let the man come in and just do whatever he pleases to their children. It's like the lion who takes over the pride and kills the cubs of the last lion. That's what it was going on here. But only we are humans doing this fuck shit. All right? And as I'm reading right here, the mother of missing 3-year-old Two Rivers boy in custody as the search continues. The search is going into the second day now, they saying. And it reads as follows. The mother of a missing child is in custody and potentially facing child neglect charges, according to Green Bay affiliate WBAY. According to WBAY, a hearing was scheduled today for 12:45, but the appearance was canceled and court information was sealed. Katrina Baur, if I say that right, has not officially been charged, according to WBAY. They are also recommending child abuse charges against the second person who was arrested. Who was arrested about 12 and a half hours ago. 3-year-old Elijah Vue was reported missing. Vue was missing about 11 a.m. Tuesday morning, they say in here. Released from the DOJ Tuesday, said his caregiver last saw him at 8 a.m. Tuesday at home. So the caregiver seen him at 8 a.m. on Tuesday at home. He is described as 3 foot tall, weighing 45 pounds. He has sandy brown blonde hair and brown eyes. He also has a birthmark on his left knee. The Two Rivers Police Chief Ben asked people in the Two Rivers area to check their homes, surveillance cameras, and to search their properties. In a press conference yesterday, he also asked anyone with information to call the Two Rivers Police Department. Okay, let me say this and we're going to get into the videos. Y'all know what I always say. If the child has never wandered off, or whatever the case may be, what would make a child pick this particular day to wander off, wherever the case may be in? All right? He or she been there the whole time, but just one day out of the blue, they just decide to wander off. And I want to steer that in everybody's mindset when it comes to these stories. Just think about that. A child just thinks one day, I'm going to walk out this door. I'm going to go down the street. Okay, I'm going to possibly walk in this field. All right, because I just feel like being adventurous today. If that does happen, it's low percentage. Very low. All right? Because again, how a lot of us grew up, what our folks tell us, don't you go no further than the end of that driveway. Or they'll tell us, you stay in the yard. If you go anywhere further than I tell you to go, it's going to be consequences and repercussion. And that's exactly what it was. All right? So when y'all hear these stories, how the way they start off like that, I'm telling y'all, 9 times out of 10, I've been right the whole time when I tell y'all this. When the story starts out something similar in that gray area, 9 times out of 10, it's the folks that did it. That's why the mom is in custody and his boyfriend in custody, because they got something to believe this boy has not been abducted. He's not missing. They did something to him. Okay? Now what they did, I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear what's going on here.
Thanks for joining us. Brittany will be joining us shortly. 3-year-old Elijah Vue of Two Rivers is still missing. He is the center of an Amber Alert issued on Tuesday afternoon. Here is a photo of the little boy. He's 3 feet tall, weighs 45 pounds, has brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen Tuesday morning wearing gray pants, red and green dinosaur slippers, and possibly carrying a red and white blanket. He also has a birthmark on his left knee. Brittany.
You see what I'm talking about? 8 a.m., the caregiver last seen him at the house at 8 a.m. Listen to what they describe what he had on. Pretty much sound like he still had on his sleepers. All right? With his house shoes on, or what they call them, slippers, whatever they call them. He still had on his night clothes. The caregiver seen him at 8 o'clock Tuesday at home. So if the caregiver saw him at home at 8 a.m., then again, proves what I'm saying. This boy ain't been abducted. He ain't walked off. That woman or that dude or both of them has done something to that boy. Okay? But y'all know me, if I'm wrong, I say that I'm wrong. But usually with stories like these, I'm pretty much probably about 75% on the money. With the 25%, I probably got a little stuff wrong. All right? But let's continue.
Schmidt is live in downtown Two Rivers with new details about the search and the boy's mother who is in custody. Brittany.
Jeff, we were expecting to get a bit more information this afternoon about the ongoing investigation when the boy's mother was supposed to appear in court, but that is delayed, we're told, until tomorrow afternoon. Now those documents have been sealed, so no new information is being released right now. But here's what we were able to confirm this morning before that happened. Through the Manitowoc County Clerk's office, we learned Elijah's mother, Katrina Baur, has been in police custody since about 4 a.m. yesterday morning. We know she is facing a possible charge of party to a crime of child neglect. Baur was supposed to appear alongside another man. We are not naming him at this time, but we have information that ties him to this case. He is also facing a charge of child neglect. He has been in custody with police since the night of the boy's disappearance. No one has been officially charged as the investigation continues. At this time, police have not named any suspects, but the search continues. We stopped at a Quick Trip and saw this poster up, this sign in downtown thanking those who are working to bring him home, many in the community doing their part to try to find Elijah.
I think it's awesome that a small community will come together for this cause. And the fact that, nobody really knows who this little boy is, but we're all here for him.
I touched base with the FBI late this afternoon. I'm told the Two Rivers Police Department is still taking point on the investigation. They have not released any new details at this time, but the FBI is here helping local and state officials. I'm told they are providing resources. When I ask them what type of resources they are providing at this time, they say that is confidential. Reporting live in Two Rivers, Brittany Schmidt, Action 2 News.
All right. So y'all heard that, and again, listen to what they saying the mom is being charged with, neglect charges, whatnot. Again, they must have something down there that they not released to the public yet, because they said earlier it's sealed right now. They have reason to believe she's somewhat at fault for what has happened to this boy. Okay? Now, the boyfriend, they're not saying much about him now. But if I was to have a guess, I guess they trying to say he probably did the majority of the damage or whatever they believe is going on here. But I can tell you one thing. This boy has not been abducted. He's not. I don't believe that for not one bit. He's been abducted, okay? He has not. Only way I could believe that he has been abducted, if I was to go by a book by its cover, the mom like she been on that shit. Some kind of shit. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of shit she been on or something. Maybe could be a situation of a drug deal or whatnot. She couldn't pay him. So what she did, offer her son up until she get the money, something like that. But that's a little bit far stretched to me. Not impossible for that to happen, but that's a little bit far of a stretch, in my opinion, okay? This is one of them stories. I cannot remember that damn woman name. Y'all gotta help me out again. What's that woman name? She wanted to stay with that dude so bad that she left her children in the car and put the car in motion so the car can run into the river and she drowned her children. I cannot remember that damn woman name. What is that woman name that did that? Is it Susan something? The dude was supposed to be leaving her or made threats to leave her. She wanted to keep him, so she left the children in the car, let the car go into the river or some shit like that. And am I saying that right? I think her name is Susan something. What is that fool name they did that for that dude? Okay, I knew it was thank you, Melissa. Susan Smith. Okay, Susan Smith. Susan Smith is all over the world. Okay, they all over the world. And it sounds like this made me one of them situations right here. You know what I'm saying? She's putting this man before her own children. Now, I want to tell y'all something. And I told you I don't play race, but let's just put it out there like it is. When we do these stories, it ain't just a black community. It's not. It's all over the place. You got the white community, you got the Mexican community, whatever community it is. If it's a child involved, they are prone to fall victim of the fuck shit. Amen. they are prone to fall victim of it. All right, so don't think that when this stuff goes on, it's just all in one race. It's all over the place. Okay, again, stupidity has no color. All right, stupidity has no race. Stupidity is not a male or a female. If you're a stupid son of a bitch, you're just a stupid son of a bitch. That's all there is to it. And we all are prone to do stupid stuff. But a lot of stupid stuff, again, we can bounce back from it. But when you do stuff like this to put somebody else for your child and to sacrifice your child, you cannot come back from that, because that's a life that you sacrifice, and he cannot get that life back. A son or a daughter that you spit out your ass, how they say it when I was growing up, that you spit out your ass, you sacrifice them just to keep some dude around who probably 9 times out of 10 probably don't give a damn about you, and he probably only with you because he need a place to stay. Or they could be vice versa. She probably need a place to stay. That's why she's sticking around. She need a place to stay. Could be vice versa. Who knows? But again, guys, when I say stuff like this, until the real true story come out, take from it what you will. You know, because it just throwing out stuff out there, you know, could be a possibility. We don't know for sure until everything comes out or what actually happened. But I know one thing for certain. He's not missing. I believe he's already dead. Okay? And to see some of the videos I see where people out there call his name, I feel bad for him because I think they know he already dead. And I'm just like, you know, why y'all call his name? But I get it. Y'all a search team. Y'all got high hopes that maybe if he hear y'all call his name, he'll come out running to y'all and he will be rescued. Trust me, I understand it. But to see people out there and just call his name and he's not showing up, come on now. Just face reality. 9 times out of 10, he's not here. Or to give you a little wiggle room to make you feel better, he may not be in the area that you're looking in. All right? We've seen these stories a lot where somebody come up missing, they get a search team, and these people go out there taking a time out their day looking for somebody else's child. And look, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I think that's a damn good thing that the people come together to go look for somebody's child. I think that's a damn good thing. But it's sad that when y'all put your heart and soul into looking for these children and kind of find out the damn parents know what happened already, and 9 times out of 10, it was them. It was them. They did it. But they wasted y'all time, got y'all out there looking for these children, and knowing damn well they already know that they did. That's the sad part about it. And that's when my heart goes out to the searchers, you know. But, hey, we all want to keep hope. Maybe he's alive, all right? But we just had to see. We just had to see what's going on, okay? So, again, y'all heard what he had on. He still got on the sleepers. This young boy not even finna go nowhere in his sleepers. Come on now. He not finna go nowhere far in his sleepers. If he is, he probably gonna go no further than the porch. Okay? No further than the porch. All right? All right, this right here, I think they put this out about an hour ago. So let's have a listen.
Alert Station. Action 2 News at 4:30 starts now.
We don't want to think about the bad stuff that may pop.
This is the uncle of him. All right, this is the uncle of him, which I'm assuming he related to the other guy who I showed y'all the picture of. All right, this is the uncle speaking.
Possibly have happened to him, and we're hopeful.
Elijah!
Look at that. See this what I'm talking about? That hurts my heart to see them doing that. Y'all call his name, man. Y'all know he's not finna come out. Y'all know he's not finna come out of there, but
Being a mother, like I said, I have a 3-year-old boy, so knowing that the community is here supporting is just so comforting to know that, because if this were to happen to my family, I know the community has my back.
The search for a missing 3-year-old in Two Rivers now moves into its second day. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here at 4:30. These are live looks right now at Two Rivers, where the search for Elijah Vue is in its 32nd hour. We have multiple crews on the scene, both downtown, an apartment complex that has been of interest in this case. We'll receive an update from law enforcement, we are told, sometime later today. This is an aerial view of search parties this morning as they began their searches. And as we've been following, 3-year-old Elijah was last seen at a home on Mishicot Road yesterday morning around 8 a.m. He was reported missing by an adult caregiver 3 hours later. An Amber Alert was issued yesterday afternoon. Law enforcement, first responders, search crews, as you see, have been combing the area throughout the night and at times collecting any evidence. And that search continues at this hour. Let's bring in our Jason Zimmerman live from Two Rivers as he has been following this all day long. Jason, what are you seeing now? What is happening right now to your knowledge?
Well, Chris, we're hoping to hear from investigators soon. We have not heard from police since the beginning of this search for Elijah Vue. Right behind me now, this apartment complex that we've been talking to, that's right off Mishicot Road. I can tell you that for most of the day, there's been a heavy police presence here. We've seen the DCI as well in the parking lot with their vehicles. So there's been a search that has focused around this apartment complex, which we believe is a place of interest. It may possibly be the last place where Elijah was seen before he went missing yesterday. I can also tell you it's a spot last night when I was out here on the far side of the building, right where I'm pointing there. That's where police had surrounded that area by the tree, and they found certain items which were put into evidence bags and taken with them. Now, we don't want to speculate on what those items were, but there were several items here, and we don't know whether they were connected to Elijah or not. Police would not comment at the moment they were removing those items, but we do know that evidence has been collected out here and that the search across the city is still ongoing.
Jason, we had some comments from folks at the beginning of the show, some you gathered today. Who did you talk to today? What did they tell you?
Well, I talked to several people who are searching right around this apartment complex, a lot of them neighbors, people in the community. But the one key person that I spoke to was Elijah's uncle, Orson Vue. He happened to stop by here on the road. I spoke to him last night when he pulled up, and so I recognized him right away. I went back over there. I talked to him. He gave me a lot more information today. He says he was briefed by a detective early this morning who basically said,
He reminded me of Sam Olsen. He reminded me of Sam Olsen.
We're going to continue this search throughout the day, but he didn't have a whole lot of new information. So the family's telling me, the uncle told me they're just waiting for details. They're still holding out hope. They're extremely worried right now. He says they're having more family come to the area today in light of what has happened to be together. And so they're just out there asking people once again that if you have information to please go to the police and share it. He says that, they are worried and they are very grateful, though, for the hundreds of volunteers that have participated in the search for Elijah at this point.
Jason, to our eye, what's happening behind you, there's not as much activity as maybe, you mentioned what you saw last night. Is there still police presence on the other side of that building, that apartment complex?
Well, up until just a short time ago, there was a decent police presence out here in the parking lot. As I mentioned, both local police and the DCI. I can tell you that right now there's a single police car sitting over here over my left shoulder that's keeping an eye on the area, but I believe it's just to, guard evidence or guard a perimeter to keep people away that shouldn't be in a particular spot. But the majority of the police did leave a short time ago. And again, it might have to do with them telling us that they're going to release an updated statement a short time from now with some new details. So we don't know what they're doing at the moment, but I can tell you the command, the vehicle that was out here as well, left also today a short time ago. So at this point, we're just waiting to hear what police might potentially tell us in the next hour or so. All
right, Jason, let's go to that wait. You've covered a lot of cases like this in your career. Is it unusual? I mean, we're talking 30-plus hours since he was last seen. It's been 18-plus hours since we last had a release of information from law enforcement. That came last night via social media. We're told it's going to happen again later today. But there's been a long gap here. Is that unusual?
I've covered a lot of these cases where kids have gone missing or people have gone missing over the last few decades. And I can tell you that it's somewhat unusual. Typically, when somebody goes missing, you see the police on television right away. They're trying to put out a description of a potential suspect. They're asking people for information, providing any type of clues that they can. That was not the case here. We've yet to hear police go on TV or take questions from the local media. So that is a little bit unusual. The other thing is we don't know what happened here. People were told that the child was last seen around 8 a.m., but was reported missing around 11. So yesterday, between those hours, is kind of a mystery, and that's
last seen at 8 a.m. and around 11 a.m. That's where all this stuff started coming up. Man, come on, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. That's a 3-hour gap. That's a 3-hour gap. 8 o'clock. Somebody seen him. He was at home. He was doing fine. 11 o'clock. Now all this chaos. Okay? Now all this chaos going on. And then they saying right there in the apartment building, they collected some evidence or whatnot. What the evidence is, who knows? Who knows? You take all that what's being said, it's almost code talk, but you got to break the code of what they saying, he's right. We don't know what's going on right now, but you got a good clue what's really going on. And the big thing is, he has not been taken. He has not wandered off. We know that for a fact. That woman and that man did something. What they did, God knows.
One of the questions we'd like to ask. And also, typically a search party might go door to door. You see posters go up. You see family members speaking out. We remember that with Teresa Hallbuck many years ago when she went missing in Manitowoc in County, and that was the plea that went out. We haven't quite seen that, but we have seen a search that's focused on the water. We've seen boats go out, and we've also seen a search with ATVs on farmland right outside the city. So a little bit different type of atmosphere.
All right, Jason, thanks so much, and we'll get that update from you as soon as it becomes available. Again, law enforcement telling us.
All right, guys, this is going into the second or the third day of finding this boy. Again, I hate to say that, but y'all know I always say when the search extends out that far, at this point, I think they just looking for a body now. He's already gone. They just looking for a body now. Okay. Somebody asked about the dad. I think that's the dad I put up earlier. Him and the mom, they are in prison right now. The mom is possibly facing neglect charges and more. I don't think they have said what this dad's probably facing. They haven't said much about him yet, unless if Curl in the building, she can give me information. I'm pretty much sure she'll send me information about that. What's going on with him, okay? Okay, somebody just send me something. Let me see what this is. Oh. The mom was the one that called him missing. Okay, I'll read that in a minute. Thank you. I'll read that in a minute. The mom was the one that called. And that'd be the other stupid shit too. You did it, but you the one called the reporter and knowing damn well you did it. Stupid. All right, guys, let's get into this right here. This the police conference. I think this was a few hours ago. Let's see what they talking about.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Meinert, the Chief of Police with Two Rivers Police Department. I'd like to provide everybody with an update on our efforts to locate a 3-year-old missing boy, Elijah Vue, who's been missing from our community since yesterday morning. Our hearts go out to Elijah's family during this incredibly difficult time. We want to assure them and the public that we are doing everything in our power to bring Elijah home safely. I will not discuss specific strategies related to the search for Elijah because I simply don't want to limit the information our community has to offer. Since the moment Elijah was reported missing, our law enforcement from local, state, and federal agencies, along with dedicated volunteers and community members, have been working tirelessly around the clock to search every inch of our city and beyond into the county. Our search and rescue teams have been combing through our neighborhoods, parks, wooded areas, and they've been following up on all leads and tips from the public. We still have an active Amber Alert. That Amber Alert for Elijah, we are continuing to follow every and all avenues. Elijah is a 3-year-old male. He was last seen at approximately 8 a.m. yesterday in the 3800 block of Mishicot Road here in the city of Two Rivers. Elijah is approximately 3 feet tall, 45 to 55 pounds, with brown eyes and dark blonde hair. He was wearing dark colored sweatpants and shoes with a dinosaur print. I want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to everyone who has volunteered their time, resources, and support to assist in the search for Elijah. Your unwavering commitment to the well-being of Elijah and our community is inspiring. We could not do this without you. As we continue our efforts, I want to emphasize the importance of remaining vigilant and proactive. Additionally, I want to remind everyone to please refrain from spreading rumors and false information. This can hinder our search efforts for Elijah. All official facts and information regarding this search will come from us at the Two Rivers Police Department. Let us focus on our collective energy on supporting one another and bringing Elijah home. If you haven't done so, please check your home surveillance and search your personal property, but also be mindful of others' private property. We urge anyone with any information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, please come forward and share that with law enforcement. Immediately, every piece of information could be the key to bringing Elijah home. Anyone with information can call the state tip line. We've provided that number, 844-267-6648, or utilize the P3 Crime Stoppers app. You can choose to remain anonymous. The Two Rivers Police Department will provide updates as more information becomes available. Again, thank you. Thank you once again for your continued support and all the cooperation that we've had during these challenging times. Thank you.
Chief, do you have a suspect right now? And where are the mother and father in all of this?
Sorry, we're not going to take any questions at this time. Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about why this rose to the level of Amber Alert? Just talk about
the search continues for young Elijah Vue.
We are doing everything in our power to bring Elijah home safely.
The 3-year-old was last seen at 8 o'clock Tuesday morning in Two Rivers.
Every piece of information could be the key to bringing Elijah home.
Volunteers compelled to help search for one of the youngest in their community.
I have a three-year-old little boy at home, so this definitely makes my stomach uneasy. I did not sleep last night.
Tonight, what we're learning from law enforcement as search efforts continue for Elijah.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 9. The search for a missing 3.
All right, so we just heard that the press conference, and look here. It don't take a rocket scientist. It really don't take a rocket scientist. It really don't. Okay. But I want to read this, what was sent to me, and he talks about the parents a little bit. He went missing on the 20th, which was 2 days ago. His disappearance sparked massive search efforts by the authorities and the community, as well as an Amber Alert for his safe return. But who are Vue's parents and what do we know about them? Here are some facts about his mother, Katrina, and his father, Jimmy. All right. Katrina, the mother who reported him missing, it says that Katrina is the mother of Elijah and the person who reported him missing to the police, according to the Two Rivers Police Department. She last saw him around 8 a.m. at their residence in the 3900 block of Michigan Road. She said she left him with an adult caregiver whose relationship to Elijah is unclear. She left him with a caregiver and nobody knows who the person is. It's unclear who this person is. And went to Wisconsin Dells with her boyfriend. She claimed she had no contact with Elijah or the caregiver until she returned home around 11. Man, come on. Yeah, okay. Katrina was taken to custody by police on February 22nd today and booked into county jail. The reason for her arrest has not been disclosed, but the police say they are investigating her whereabouts and activities in Wisconsin Dells, as well as her possible involvement in Elijah's disappearance. A man named Jess Vang, who lived at the same address as Katrina and Elijah, was also arrested on the same day. His role in the case is also unknown. Okay. Katrina has a criminal record according to online court records. There you go. She has been convicted of several charges, including theft, disorderly conduct, bail jumping, and what do you know? Drug possession. Didn't I say that earlier? Judged by the book by its cover. She on some shit. What shit? I don't know. But then again, I said I could be wrong. But I'm telling y'all go listen to me one day. A lot of times, man, you ain't got to read these stories. You can just look at that motherfucker and say, yeah, you look guilty. Okay? So, yes, one of her convictions was drug possessions. How about that? She also has an open case for child neglect, which was filed in December 2023. The details of the case is not public, but it may involve Elijah or his siblings. Jimmy, his father, and the husband of Katrina, he is currently serving time in jail. Of course, whoever asked about the dad, you just got your answer right there. According to his family member, the details of his incarceration are not known, but he has a history of legal troubles as well. He has been convicted of charges such as battery, domestic abuse, resisting arrest, and violating a restraining order. He also has an open case for child abuse. Oh, God. Y'all think he missing? Oh, yeah, he missing. Y'all just ain't found his body yet. Which was filed in November 2023. The details of this case are also not public, but it may be related to Elijah or his siblings. Jimmy has not had he also has not had contact with Elijah or Katrina for years, it says, according to his brother, Elijah Vue. Elijah Vue is the uncle of Elijah and one of the family members who have been actively searching for him and posted updates on social media. He said that Jimmy and Katrina had been estranged from the rest of the family and that they had not seen Elijah for his siblings for a long time. He also said that Jimmy and Katrina have 4 children. And guess where they at? In foster care. In foster care. All right? Okay? Y'all see where this going? All right. All right. Orson has been trying to dispel rumors and misinformation about Elijah's case and to keep the public's attention to finding him. He said that he and his family are cooperating with the police and that they are hopeful that Elijah is alive and safe. He also thanked the community for their support and prayers. The search for Elijah is still ongoing as the police and the community are using all available resources to locate him. He is described as having dark hair and brown eyes and wearing gray sweatpants a long sleeve dark color shirt, and a slip-on shoes with red and green dinosaurs. He may also have a red and white plaid blanket with him. He is of among the white ethnicity and speaks both English and Hmong, Hmong. Not sure if I'm saying it right. The police had asked the public to check their property surveillance footage for any signs of Elijah and to report any tips or sightings to them. They also want the public not to spread false or unverified information about the case, and it could hinder the investigation and cause distress to the family. They have said that they are following every lead, exploring every possibility, and that they are determined to bring Elijah home safely. He deserves to be found and reunited with his loved ones. Who is his loved ones we're talking about here? He needs to be reunited with his loved ones. Who are the loved ones they were talking about here? I know you're not talking about the mom and the dad, are you? Okay? I know you're not talking about them. Maybe you're talking about his family in general. Katrina and Jimmy have been involved in legal and personal issues that may or may not be connected to his disappearance, but regardless of their background situation, they are still his parents. Yes, they are. And they are still worried and hopeful for his well-being. No, they're not. As the search for Elijah Vue continues, let us keep him and his family in our thoughts and prayers and hope for a positive outcome. I pray for a positive outcome too, but I'm also not going to be blind and not just call out what's really going on here. Okay? All right? So first, I want to reread something about this 8 o'clock thing and who's supposed to be the caregiver. And they're supposed to have last seen him at 8 o'clock. Katrina is the mother of Elijah and the person who reported him missing to the police. According to Two Rivers Police Department, she last saw him at 8 a.m. So Katrina's supposed to last seen him at 8 a.m. Okay, so who is his caregiver? She seen him at 8 a.m. at their residence at the 3900 block of Mishicot Road. She said she left him with an adult caregiver. Who is the caregiver? Yeah, I saw that too. Thank you, Kindness Free. I saw that too. They going to a landfill, and 9 times 10, that's probably where they're going to find him at. 9 times 10, that's probably where they're going to find him at. Okay, who is this caregiver? This is the second time we've seen a caregiver, and this is the second time we have heard he was last seen at 8 o'clock a.m. Now the mom claiming she's seen him at 8 o'clock, and this caregiver saying that they seen him at 8 o'clock. So then they go to Wisconsin Dells. She went with her boyfriend to Wisconsin Dells. She claimed she had no contact with Elijah or the caregiver until she returned home around 11 a.m. and found him gone. That shit right there sound like a setup within itself. I'm sorry. That sound like a setup within itself. Unless it's a caregiver that you trust, I don't see nobody not checking on their child for 3 hours. But then again, I guess that is possible. So I guess that's like a double-edged sword. I don't know. But 3 hours, you go with your boyfriend. You didn't take 15 to 20 minutes to call the babysitter and say, hey, everything going okay? Is he okay? Is Elijah okay? To me, reading this sound like an alibi has been set. How many of y'all agree with me when I say that? It sounds like an alibi has been set. They try to set up an alibi, but it don't seem like it's working. And that is thunder outside. I need to hurry this up before I knock out my cable. Not cable, but my internet. So let me hurry this up. This sound like a setup for an alibi to me. All right? It sound like y'all was gone for approximately 3 hours on purpose. Then when you came back, now you saw he was gone. But again, it fell through because you got taken into custody. Because they got a reason to believe you had something to do with this. And again, give me my credit. I said something about drugs, and we just heard it. She has a history of dealing with drugs. She has a history of dealing with drugs, okay? All right? She has a history of dealing with drugs. But again, you can't look at her face and tell that she dealing with something. What it is, don't know. Don't know. Another reason for me to believe this boy not missing. He's not missing. All right? But I can't wait to see who this caregiver is. I can't wait to see who this caregiver is. And then they're going to come out and say something. Is it the guy that lived there with her? Wait a minute. What are you asking, Ms. D? I'm confused. What are you asking? Because they mentioning the father, but then they turn around and say her boyfriend. So I'm assuming the picture I showed earlier. I don't know. I'm kind of confused today because the guy who came and spoke, he said he's the uncle. So, man, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The father been in jail. That's what they say. The father been in jail. He's in jail. And they say they've been estranged for quite some time. Okay? As a matter of fact, since we speaking about the landfill, oh shit. Hold on, y'all, give me a minute, y'all. I ain't gotta hurry up, cause I don't want this shit to knock me down. Damn, I seen that somewhere about the landfill. I saw it. I just seen it earlier. Oh, there we go. There we go right there. Okay.
At Hollywood Feed, we believe
It's now been 50 hours since authorities issued an Amber Alert for Elijah Vue. News Chopper 12 flew over Calumet County today as the FBI and police combed through a landfill in Hilbert.
That's nearly 40 miles west of Two Rivers, where police say Elijah was last seen. That's where 12 News' Kendall Keys is live tonight. Kendall, authorities have 2 people in custody. Miles west of Two Rivers.
News Chopper 12 flew over Calumet County today as the FBI and police combed through a landfill in Hilbert.
That's nearly 40 miles west of Two Rivers.
40 miles west. 40 miles west. All right.
Police say Elijah was last seen. That's where 12 News' Kendall Keys is live tonight. Kendall, authorities have 2 people in custody.
Elijah's mother and another man who lives in this apartment building where investigators have been searching and collecting evidence. Right now, both are in custody. I'm told both are held on child neglect charges.
See, that's what they're saying. They're saying another man, her and another man stayed there. So, and this is the picture I pulled up earlier. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. And see, this is the picture I put up earlier. Okay, so is this supposed to be the dad or this the boyfriend? I mean, what the hell? You know, where's that person who was just here earlier? I need your help on this one. Kindness is free. If you're still in building, if you so kindly help me out and tell me, is this supposed to be the dad or the boyfriend? Because we saw the uncle who looked just like him. They say he's the uncle, so I'm assuming he's supposed to be the dad. Okay? But they saying there's another man she was staying with. Okay? So who is he? Okay, Chase ain't answering my. So this is Jesse? That's who that is? This the man that was staying with her? This is Jesse whatever the hell his name is. This is Jesse right here? Oh, so this the boy. So this is not the dad. This the boyfriend. Chase Amy. So this is the boyfriend, not the dad. Okay, she said this is the boyfriend. This is not the dad. Okay, I didn't think there was dad. They just look off. He don't look nothing like him. I mean, but then again, I don't think that's a big thing. Cause people say I look like my mama. So yeah, but I didn't think he was the dad though. I didn't think he was.
The search for missing 3-year-old Elijah Vue crossed county lines Thursday. News Chopper 12 capturing exclusive video of FBI agents in hazmat suits searching a landfill in Calumet County. Heavy machinery working near a blue tent. The FBI telling 12 News they're assisting Two Rivers police in their investigation of the missing boy, but would not say what, if anything, they found.
Chief, do you have the suspects right now? And where are the mother and father in all of this?
Sorry, we're not going to take any questions at this time. Thank you.
The search follows a news conference Wednesday night with Two Rivers police where investigators refused to take questions and revealed very little about the investigation. 12 News learning police arrested Elijah's mother, Katrina Baur, and another man early Wednesday morning. They're currently being held on child neglect charges.
Nobody's confirming anything at this point. So we're just kind of like lingering around, and hopefully we can get some answer from anybody at this point.
Heartbroken relatives are desperate to know more about Elijah's disappearance.
Our heart is still so heavy about it, and we really just want him found and safe and back home.
Tuesday night, 12 News was there when investigators collected a small slip-on shoe with dinosaurs on it outside this Two Rivers apartment building. Investigators also going through the building's dumpster. Online court records showing the man under arrest lives in the building.
Kendall, you've been in Two Rivers every day since police issued the Amber Alert on Tuesday. You've noticed a change in search efforts today.
He didn't walk out. He ain't been abducted.
Kristen, Tuesday and Wednesday, we can see community members and police actively searching. Today, it's much quieter. There's just one police car that's sitting at this apartment building, and we've seen no organized searches.
Told y'all. They killed that boy. They killed that boy. That man, this boy has not been abducted. He ain't missing. They killed him. Y'all looking for his body now, and I got a feeling that it may be possibly in that landfill, okay? It possibly may be in the landfill. At least I hope that's where they find it, in the landfill, so they can put a closure to this, okay? She says, including missing boy's mother, jail on suspicion of child neglect. Look at the article. It says this is Jesse Vue, the boyfriend. That's his address.
Fox 11 News is sponsored by your Chevy Super Dealers.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Just so much foolery going on here. Paul, what's up, my brother?
Two Rivers police have not released any new information as the search continues for this little boy, 3-year-old Elijah Vue. The boy's mother, identified as Katrina Baur, is held in the Manitowoc County Jail tonight. She is facing recommended charges of being party to child neglect. Over the past several days, community members have pulled together to help search. Last night, family, friends, and concerned residents gathered for a prayer vigil. They prayed for Elijah's safe return. Here's what we know about the case. 3-year-old Elijah Vue was last seen at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. He was in the 3900 block of Michicot Road. Elijah has dark blonde hair, brown eyes, weighs about 45 pounds, and is 3 feet tall. He has a birthmark on his left knee. Fox 11's Emily Matasic has been in Two Rivers all day covering this story and joins us now live. Emily, what else have you been able to learn out there?
Yeah, Michelle, there are still many more questions than answers in the disappearance of Elijah Vue. The Two Rivers Police Department has not said anything today as this community continues to search for that little boy. A teddy bear surrounded by candles is sitting outside the building where Elijah Vue was reportedly last seen Tuesday. A Two Rivers Police Department squad is sitting watch too.
I have 3 of my own, and it hits my heart, it breaks my heart that this little boy is missing. And if I can do something to help, yeah, I will do it.
Community members once again showing up in Two Rivers to help search for the 3-year-old boy.
I mean, if it was my 2 little girls, I'd want everyone out looking for them. I can't imagine how this family is feeling.
Vue's disappearance bringing local, state, and federal authorities to the table. We captured plainclothes officers going door to door in the 3900 block of Mishicot Road and surrounding area. One resident telling Fox 11 authorities were interested in any security camera footage they may have. The continued search and investigation comes as Katrina Baur, a woman who family of Vue has identified as his mother, is being held in the Manitowoc County Jail. Baur and Jesse Vang, whose address in court records matches where the boy was last seen, were supposed to appear in Manitowoc County Court Thursday afternoon for a bond hearing. Vang is being held on a requested charge of child neglect. Baur is being held on a requested charge of party to child neglect. Authorities not saying why the hearings were canceled, only telling Fox 11 they could appear in court on Friday. Searchers interested in the hearings, but more focused on trying to find Elijah Vue.
I'm hopeful because you have to be hopeful. In situations like this, you need to be.
And I tried to speak to Two Rivers Police today. They are the lead investigative unit on this case. They were not willing to speak with us. Instead, it said to keep our eye on their social media accounts, that they would be posting any updates there. For now, we're live in Two Rivers. Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.
Emily, thanks so much. Keep on it. Police also stress that no tip or bit of information is too small. Anyone who may have seen Elijah or know where he is urged to call the number that you see on your screen, 844-267-6648. We are learning new information tonight as well on a federal charge of distribution of child pornography that has been filed against Adam Westbrook, the 34-year-old former.
Oh, they're talking about somebody else. I'm like, damn, it got that bad? God damn. I forgot about Quentin Simmons. Yep, I forgot about Quentin Simmons. Yes. He also reminded me of, like I said earlier, he reminded me of Sam Olsen. He reminded me of him as well. So this guy right here, Vang, Jesse Vang, he's connected to this too. What is a pattern that we're seeing here? It seems like everybody who she dating, they jailbirds. Okay, Elijah dad, he's in jail. All right, the mom dated him at some point in time, you know, whatever the case may be. Now she dealing with this dude. He's in jail now. She's in jail now. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. What can anybody have that kind of attraction to somebody, that kind of chemistry to somebody that everybody who you possibly meet, y'all end up in jail together? I mean, how the hell does that work? But for some people, it does work. Okay? But see, this is why I tell y'all got people who got dark clouds over their head because they done so much wrong shit. It's going to follow them. And you keep them around long enough, it's going to slowly leak into your life, you know, because they just got so much shit going on with them, all right, that it follows them like luggage. You know, luggage that they can't get rid of. All right? And what's going to happen? They're going to cloud your safe space. Your safe space is going to be clouded because they got so much shit going on. I don't see how anybody could live their life comes looking over their shoulder because they done so much shit. You know, they got to be uncomfortable that you got to come look over your shoulder because you had done so much wrong shit in your life. You got to come to keep looking over your shoulder. That cannot be comfortable. Okay? That cannot be comfortable. But a lot of people live like that, though. And they okay with it. and they don't do nothing to try to make themselves better at all. They are fine being stuck in their space. All right? This woman, for whatever's going on with her, she's confined in the space that she's in. This dude right here, Jesse, whatever the hell going on with him, he's cool with the space that he's in. He's cool with it. All right? So, they say Jesse, whose address in court records matches where the boy was last seen. You see this right here. And again, I'm telling y'all, man, open your ears, open your eyes. Open your ears, open your eyes. The more you send me articles, the more that I'm reading it, the more it's showing they did something to that boy or he did something to that boy. But it still makes her guilty because she probably had it set up for him to do something to that boy. Okay? These two stories we did back to back that shows that these folks don't give a damn about these children. They care about everything else except for the seed that they produced. Okay? This woman got children, other children that's in foster care. How the hell she still end up with him? I had no idea. But somehow he missed that. But everybody else is in foster care. But good thing they are in foster care because they don't have to deal with this. Not saying being in foster care is anything better because we know how that shit works. You got a lot of devils up in there too. Matter of fact, the foster care is the worst. If you ask me, they the worst. All right? So don't necessarily mean they totally out the frying pan because these foster folks just as much as evil as the people, the biological people who procreated and had the children. Preach. All right. All the tanks. I get a lot of people who say that to me all the time. There'll be so many people who cannot have children that would love to take these children in and raise them as they own. Okay. A lot of women have a lot of resources to help them out with their children. For some reason, they too lazy to take it. All right, and get the resources that they need because a lot of them so fucking selfish. Okay. But if you don't want this boy no more, you could have easily gave him up somewhere. Somebody could have took him on in and raised him as they own. But nope, y'all don't want to do that. Y'all ready to kill them so they won't have a happy life because your ass so miserable and you want the children to suffer too because you're miserable. Now, that's what you call a piece of shit right there, a selfish piece of shit. Just selfish. Okay? Selfish. Guys, there's really no more I can say on this that ain't already played. You know, that's pretty much where it gets stuck at other than the new information is they looking in the landfill. And I got a feeling that's where they're going to find them at. So I won't be surprised if one of y'all send me something in the morning or late night tonight and say, hey, they found the body. I won't be surprised. Okay? I won't be surprised, but that's pretty much it, you know. Everything else I play or read to y'all is going to pretty much say the same thing, you know. Somebody last seen him at 8 o'clock. They went to go do whatever for 3 hours, came back, he's supposed to be gone, and she called 911 because he was missing. But who's his caregiver she left him with? Who's the caregiver? Okay? Because if it really was a caregiver, then they would be the key to this about what happened to him. But apparently there is no caregiver because we're hearing all about them two being arrested, her and whatever the hell his name is, Jess. We only hear about her and Jess. They're not speaking nothing about this caregiver. So I guess this caregiver must be somebody who's imaginary made up. I don't know. But to give the benefit of the doubt, if it is a caregiver, who is it? Says she had an open case for a child abuse. Yes, I read that. Yes, she does. She should not have. That's what I'm saying. How all her other children in foster care and he's not? What happened? How she lose all her other children in foster care but was able to keep Elijah? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Everybody else in foster care except for him. Well, I thought I cut this damn thing off. Why is this thing? Wait a minute. Okay, there's no reason this thing should be. I thought I cut this goddamn thing off. How the hell they come back on? It's this thing they call Windows Link and notification from your phone come across your computer. I wonder why I kept hearing that boom, boom, boom. This thing cut its own set back on. Where you at? There you go, right there. All right. You know, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. How are your other children in foster care, but he's not? That's interesting. Ms. D said a caregiver part of the man who she lived with. Could be. So let's focus on that. Who is the so-called caregiver? Who's his caregiver? All right? Because if you left with this caregiver at 8 o'clock, 3 hours later, this same caregiver should have your son, or this same caregiver should be able to give you answers as to why he's not with this said person when you got back home. Okay? But this caregiver didn't get arrested. You did, ma'am. Not this caregiver. You got arrested. You got arrested for child neglect. All right? That's what you got arrested for. So apparently they not saying about this caregiver, so it don't exist. This caregiver don't exist. Okay? The caregiver is probably the man she lived with. Yeah, that's what Ms. D said. Yeah, that's probably who it was. Because nobody else is saying nothing about the caregiver, not even in the brief conference. The conference, they're not saying nothing about no damn caregiver. The caregiver, come on, man. Y'all believe this shit? Okay, all in Tank saying the same thing. It's the boyfriend. That's who the caregiver is. So that's why I say, so with that being said, then my theory is correct. Wherever the hell they supposed to went to and stay for 3 hours, 9 times 10, probably the area of their landfill. It probably was in the area of their landfill. You go for 3 hours, then come back and tell me your child missing. That's an alibi set. Come on now, anybody can see that. You gone for 8, then come back at 11. Okay, I'm finna report him missing. That's a setup. That's a setup to say we got an alibi. We weren't even here, so it couldn't be possibly us. That's a setup, man. Not out. I thought about that too. Y'all couldn't take him? What did y'all do that y'all couldn't take him? Thank you, Tanks. Now you see what I'm getting at. This imaginary caregiver. Nobody talking about the caregiver. They just keep talking about them too. Nobody mentioned no caregiver name other than the caregiver last seen him at 8 o'clock. What I just read in the last article, who seen him last at 8 o'clock? His who? Mom. She last seen him at 8 o'clock. Not no Miss Jones. Not no Miss Smith or nothing. This caregiver just ain't got no name whatsoever. But the mom also says she saw him last 8 o'clock. Come on now. Come on. Y'all remember Teresa Rocky Balboa? Y'all remember her? Sam Molson case. Same shit. Stupid bitch sit up there. This man sit up there, Dalton sit up there crying his eyes out, don't know where his son is, all type of shit. I felt for the man. But at the same time, I thought Dalton was a wuss. He just seemed like he a wuss. This woman gets on camera holding this man, sit up there telling bold-faced lie to bold-faced lie to bold-faced lie. Kind of find out she the one that did it. Tim told him, the guy who does the echo search or whatever they call this shit in Texas, he told Dalton that woman had something to do with your son's death. And was he right? Was he right? But she got in the camera and talk about he called her this, he called her that. They had a good relationship and all that shit. Boom. It was her the whole damn time. It was her the whole time. Carrying that boy body in a tote. Carry his body in a tote from place to place. And she was also staying with her ex-boyfriend. Okay? You know what Sarah came out and said? Sarah came out and said somebody else need to be arrested. She said Dalton need to be arrested. She said, because I believe he had something to do with it too. He may have. Dalton been quiet ever since that woman got arrested. I have not heard Dalton say not one damn thing about his son since that woman been arrested, since her trial been pushed back, and all type of shit. That man has not came out and said nothing. Now, I could say that's weird, but you got a lot of fathers don't come out and say shit. But see, here's the thing though, Dalton, you got it in the camera and talk. So what's holding you back now to speak on your son? I don't understand that. I really don't. Even Sarah said you need to be arrested, bro. I don't get that shit. I don't. Miss D, there you go. You thinking, Miss D? Look, that's what I'm saying. And this is supposed to make sense to a lot of people. He was in his PJs, for what it sounds like. He was still in his PJs. He was still in his PJs. Yep. And I'm looking at his pictures that's scrolling on my screen. I'm looking at them pictures, and if one was to judge a book by his cover, he don't look happy on them pictures, if you ask me now. I could be wrong. But looking at a lot of his pictures that's crossing my screen right there, he does look happy. He doesn't, but I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching a little bit on that. Maybe I'm reaching. But I'm not seeing none. See, look at that picture right there. He doesn't look happy. Look at that picture right there. He don't look happy. He looked scared and sad. That's what he looked like right there. He looked scared and sad. Well, I guess you could say the one right there, he in a car seat, he may look somewhat happy. But he doesn't look happy to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. All right. Y'all, thank y'all for joining me for this one. Hey, we got to see what's going to happen with this one as well. But one of them two going to rat each other out. It's going to eventually happen. Somebody finna rat each other out. So just get ready for it. Just get ready for it. Guys, love y'all. Be safe out there. Keep your children safe. Right, all that time. Yeah, he doesn't look happy to me. He doesn't. He looks scared. He looks sad. And he looks lonely to me. They probably been abused that boy. Who knows? Did anyone say if they saw him the day before he supposed to came up missing? Miss D, good question. Good question. Damn good question. Good question. Okay. All right, guys. Y'all be safe out there. I need to give me something to eat because I'm getting hungry. All right, and I got to get up in the morning. All right, love y'all. Take care. And watch out for y'all children. Keep them safe. We'll be back on this one sooner than you think. All right? Peace out.